Yo, what's going on? So it's Jaywhips. I'm back up in the M6. I'm about to take my car to, I'm about to take the BMW to BMW so I can get this iDrive / Bluetooth situation that I'm having looked at. Like, as you can see right now, it's resetting already, and I've only been in the car for about 10 minutes. So I'm gonna go get that taken care of. I'm gonna film a quick POV on my GoPro on the way there, and then whatever car I hop in that they give me as a loaner, I might do a POV on my way home with that car, just depending on what kind of car it is. So I'll see y'all in a couple of seconds. All right, guys, so switched over to the POV camera. We're taking a ride out, like I said, to BMW. As you can see right now, the system is doing its thing, having its problem. So I'm pretty sure most of the roads that I'm going to be taking to get to where I'm going, to this BMW store, I'm pretty sure, no, please don't pull out in front of me. I'm pretty sure it's going to be mostly kind of one-lane straight roads like this. Oh, we're going to take a little ride through Wyandanch. So Wyandanch is, I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with it. You probably aren't unless you're from Long Island. But Wyandanch is kind of like, I don't know, how do I put this? I guess the hood, what we could say it. I don't know, I don't want to put some disrespect on Wyandanch, but you know what I'm saying? But like, I don't know how to explain it. It's just not the it's not the best area to be in. We'll just say that. So we're gonna pull through there real quick and see what's going on there. So hopefully they can fix this iDrive system without charging me a fortune here, because I don't know, I have a weird feeling it's gonna be either one or two things. I'm either gonna go in there, I'm gonna give them my car, and they're gonna tell me, oh, I just needed a software update, here's the car back, pay us $150 for diagnostics. And I'll be like, perfect, have a great day, and take my car and I'm out of there, right? But then there's the flip side of the coin where I bring it, and then 2 days from now they call me saying, hey man, it's the whole iDrive system, you know, from wiring to the engine all the way to the screen needs to be replaced, and it's going to cost $8,000. Then I'm gonna be like, oh great, there, yeah. That's what I'm expecting. One of those two things. So I guess we'll find out. Hopefully whatever it is covered under warranty, because I got a big fat warranty on this car. It was not cheap. There's the quad store, or well, it's like a tire store now, I guess. I don't know, it was a quad store at one point. We're coming through that area just about now. So this is their high school. I don't know if it's operational. They have cars in the parking lot now, but for years there were no cars in the parking lot, and there were some abandoned school buses out in the field. I mean, there'd be cars in their parking lot sometimes, but you could tell they weren't parked like for the school, because they'd be at like 2 in the morning, like overnight and stuff like that. There's actually a video. So another person that kind of inspired me, I have a couple of inspirations on YouTube other than like the big people. Like Josh Laurent's a big inspiration to me. Tall Guy Car Reviews got me going with this a little bit. But a weird one, and then you got Mav and Steve Wallace, the two stealth campers. But I'd say a weird one that you guys probably wouldn't expect me to, you know, get some inspiration from is Mooney Dashcam. So Mooney Dashcam actually has a video of him driving through this town with a dash cam on. If you want to check out his thing, it's like Mooney Dashcam, and then I'm just typing Wyandanch. It's spelled W-Y-A-N-D-A-N-C-H, and then you can find that video and you'll see the same area. It's pretty interesting to look at. If you're into like looking around towns, I'm pretty sure his video is a couple years ago, so it's a little bit different. And I think they were just starting the development of these buildings right here in his video. So in my video now, they're gonna be fully built, and they got like a whole there's like a whole shopping center in the middle of them. I'll show you here. Chase. They're trying to make the area better, you know. So you got Chase over here. And then inside you got a 7-Eleven, Dollar Tree, or $24 or KB Dollar Plus, whatever that is. There's a Domino's in there, I think a Little Caesars. A whole bunch of, look at that, little parking lot here. There's a big parking garage back there. It's crazy to think about, because long time ago, down, like, I guess there's a road here now. This road was never there, but if you take that road and you take the road all the way. So, oh, real quick, on one of my old channels, I have a video of me doing a 360 in my Genesis in the snow right here on this turn. But if you take that road Maybe I'll link that or something. I'll see if I can find it. But if you take that road all the way down there and make a left, you pass where I used to play roller hockey. So I used to come past this area all the time, and where that building and that parking garage is used to just be, I think it was just grass or like some sort of gravel parking lot or something like that. Yeah, it was a parking lot, because I used to do donuts in the parking lot every once in a while. So it's so crazy how much things have changed in the past probably 10 years. So what I was telling y'all about dropping my car off in the last video, they said they don't have any loaner cars at the moment. They might not have a loaner car, and they might just have a they might only have like a Hertz rental or something like that. I'm hoping I get lucky and I get like a 340 or like a 3 Series or something decent, so I could have like a pretty cool POV with it. But hey man, if I get like some old Toyota or something like that, I guess I'll POV drive that too. Why not, right? I don't ever use sport mode. There's Comfort Plus, Comfort, Sport, and Sport Plus. I only use Comfort Plus and Sports Plus. That's it. I'm sure I'm not the only one. Also, when I got this car, the guy who had it before me, he set the M settings up, and on one of them, he had the transmission. If you see that little graph next to the 5, or next to the gear, I should say, that little 3 bars thing, that's this option right here. And that option is like the aggressiveness of the transmission. So if you have it all the way up, when you're going fast and you shift gears, the thing goes bop, you know what I'm saying? Like it really kicks you back. If you don't have it that high, it doesn't really kick you back that much. So the guy who had it before me had both of his full sport modes with that thing only on one, which I didn't understand why. I guess maybe he was trying to keep the transmission alive for longer, but that doesn't really matter because the cars are built for that. You know what I mean? It has that there for a reason. So I got that bitch on 3. I like this thing, you know, pulling like a Lambo. I mean, obviously it doesn't pull like a Lambo, but it has like the aggressive shifts kind of like a Lambo, but they're not obviously as hard just because that car is so much lighter. And that's the thing. I pushed this car stock out of the factory, pushes, I think this, the same horsepower as, oh look, an S7. Same horsepower as like a, I think like I want to say like a 14 or 15 Ferrari 458 Italia. I think they do like 620 horsepower. And this car, they advertise 600 horsepower flat with the competition package. Oh, and for the guy in the comments who said that my car wasn't a competition, I'll have you know, I spent an extra $8,000 on the pack, or well, I shouldn't say I spent because I didn't buy the car brand new, but whoever optioned this thing new put an extra $8,000 package on this thing called the competition package. That, and I wouldn't say it, I wouldn't talk about it this way if it didn't add 40 horsepower to the car. So the car stock, or I shouldn't say stock, the car non-competition is 560 horsepower out of the factory, and then with the competition it's 600, and at least that's what they advertise. So what I was saying earlier, or what I was about to get into saying, was this car is advertised with 600 horsepower, but it's been shown on video, and I'm sure you could look it up if you wanted to, straight out of the factory on a dyno, this thing's usually pushing about 627. 627 was the average that it was pushing in the video that I was watching. So when someone asks me my horsepower, that's what I tell them. I'll usually say they advertise 600, but it's like 627. I could be totally wrong. I just, you know, I saw the video and it was real, so I don't doubt it. But hey, man, who knows? I mean, every car is different. But eventually, so now that y'all seen probably in that last video, that Jaguar I was driving, that car inspired me, man. The way that thing sounded when I was getting on it, and then when I was letting off the gas with the pops, it sounded so crazy. And I know for a fact that even though that thing sounded so good, which it's a supercharged V8, if I did that to this car, it would sound so much better. And I, like, why not? You know what I'm saying? Like, I need to do that. So downpipe's coming soon. I'll do the downpipes. I'm looking at, if you guys want to take a look at it on your computer real quick, or whatever, see if you guys like it, or if you recommend it. That's a big ass boat. The downpipe setup I'm looking at, for 2,300 or 2,400, I think, you can get the air-cooled intakes for the turbos, or whatever you call them, air intakes, and then the filters on the end, and you can pick whatever color you want. The ceramic coated catless downpipes and a boot mod tune, all for like 2,500 bucks, 26. It's like 24 or 25 or 2,600. I don't remember, one of those three. which is not bad. You know, that's a really good price. It's like $800 for the downpipes if you bought them just by themselves. So like, I don't know, it's just a good deal, I feel like, if they do everything at once. And then, you know, downpipes alone on this car, and apparently those Project Gamma downpipes push this car off the rip almost to 700 horsepower. Just like it's like just under, I think it's 690 or something like that, with just downpipes. So if I do air intakes, downpipes, and a tune, I could be, you know, if I wanted to, I could be at 780, 790 horsepower. I don't know if I would go for a crazy high horsepower number, just because I don't want to, you know, damage the engine, because, you know, these engines are obviously built for the power that they're, you know, that they spawn in with. That was almost really bad. I don't know if you guys saw that, but that Lincoln was trying to go around that guy, and he like almost drove right into a cement truck coming the other direction. The cars are built with the power, or built to handle the power, and maybe sometimes a little bit more than the power that that they come out with, or like I was saying, they spawn with. So I don't know if this car has like forged internals or anything like that. Oh, that guy's moving. That Charger was moving with that FRS. But yeah, so I don't want to put a crazy amount of horsepower, but I would like to, I mean, this thing's got 600. I'd like to up it like 150, get it to like, you know, like 750, something like that. 750 horsepower with like a crazy pop and bang tune. Not too crazy, because I don't, you know, I want it to be kind of like how that Jaguar was, where you let off and it pops like 2 or 3 times. I don't want it to, you know, wham, I think that sounds ridiculous. It doesn't even sound like a car. It sounds like there's something wrong with the car at that point. I like it when it's like whop, bop, 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 and that's it. You know what I mean? Quick little, I don't know, like kind of how the M5, I probably look like an idiot making all these noise and hand things. But if you look at like a video of a stock M5, the new M5, the 2018, 2019 M5 competition, not regular, it has to be a competition. That car in Sports Plus mode, stock, just revving it out and popping off, sounds perfect. I would love for my car to sound just like that. So I'm talking to my guy Steve at M-Spec, and see if we can work something out with that. But you know, it's expensive, so that'll be something for down the line for sure. So I don't usually do this because I don't usually worry about it, but last time I brought my car to this BMW, when I left, or when I came back and picked the car up, and I had just gotten it detailed before I brought it here, the brakes had the rims had brake dust all over them, and it just kind of looked like the car had been driven, and it didn't really make sense to me, because like I said, I detailed it like the night before I brought it here in the morning, so it was like perfectly clean. And so this time I actually took a picture of the amount of gas and the amount of miles I have on the car. I'm gonna have to take another one because I took it before I left. So I have added 10 miles to the car since then. Literally 10 on the dot. It was, I'm pretty sure, here, I'll show you. I think it was 54. Yeah, see, it was 54.80. And then now 54.90. So we're about to pull up at BMW. Obviously I'm gonna take the camera off once I get in there, because I might have to switch car, or I definitely have to switch cars. And we'll see if we'll POV drive the other car, whatever it is that I get. But we'll do a quick pull right here just to get to the BMW once this light turns green. Quick little pull. I lost traction on first gear, obviously, because this is how this thing works. Alright, so here we are. I'm going to take you guys off, and I'll get back to you in a second. Yo, so guys, you're not going to believe this. So I go into BMW, drop my car off, and I'm waiting in the waiting room, and I see my boy Mike, right? So it's my guy that I worked with last time when I had my 650. I brought him the car, and he worked with me, and someone told me, I actually had a customer come into my job who said she worked for that BMW, and she told me that he doesn't work there anymore, but he still does. So I ran into my boy. I was like, yo, switch me over to you, take care of me. So he switches me over, and I don't know if y'all can tell what I'm driving right now, but he puts me in a 750. So I was told over the phone, and I told y'all in the video, even in this video, that there was a pretty good chance that I might end up in like a Toyota or something old or something like that. My man hooked me up in the best courtesy vehicle I've gotten so far from BMW. I think it's like a 2018 750i X-Drive with the, you know, the same engine as my 650, the N63 twin turbo V8. Obviously has sport mode and comfort mode. It's not, you know, as sporty as the 6 Series or the M6, I mean, but got a big body boat. You can turn the volume up and down like this. So I obviously, you can hear my music there. That's actually the same beat that I play in my, so that, you guys recognize the beat? That's the song that I get that beat from. But as you can see, I'm turning the volume up and down. I think I went too fast for it. Yeah, I did. Like that, right? I'm not even touching it. It's a little wonky. It's not working as good as it should, but you can just do that. It's a lot easier. But yeah, so I get to POV drive a 750 for a couple days. That's pretty dope. Big body, big yacht style vehicle. You got the massage seats, Apple CarPlay I don't have in my car. And you know, you got the Ford Ranger going an absolute maximum of 10 miles per hour in front of us right now. But yeah, it's pretty sick. He hooked me up. My man hooked me up. So I was expecting some sort of Toyota or something. Ended up with the 750. I'll get some shots of the outside of the car. Obviously, I'll do a little POV drive right now, but I'm gonna have this thing for a couple days, so I'll be POV driving it a couple of times. Like, think about it. I could have ended up in something like that. Like, see this Toyota right here? Not that that's a bad car or anything, but it wouldn't have been it wouldn't have been the greatest car to be filming YouTube videos with, you know? At least the 750 is still a big body Beamer I got here. So let's give this thing a little test on speed, right? We'll put it in sport mode. We'll downshift. Oh yeah. Wow, this thing picks up and goes. This thing picks up and goes. I'm a little shocked. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little surprised. Wow. All right, we'll go back to comfort mode. We don't want to beat up on this thing. It's obviously not my car, so we're not going to go too crazy, but we got her in comfort mode. This thing picks up a lot better than I thought it was going to be completely honest with you. It's a big, big car, and I guess the newer, you know, now that the car is newer technology, because my 650 had the same engine in it, and don't get me wrong, it had pickup to it, but not like that. This thing's ready to go. I'm glad I got the GoPro for this as well. So I got the GoPro set up. I got the new loaner car. You know what's funny? One feature this car has that I had in my 650 that I don't have in the M6. That, why does it sound like that? Did you hear that? It's making some weird noises. I have it in comfort mode, right? Yeah, it's in comfort plus. So it does have comfort plus. It has comfort standard and comfort plus. But what was I saying? Yeah, so my 650, it had the auto handbrake feature, which I have on right now, where you could take your foot off the brake when you stop. You come to a complete stop, it'll just hold the brake for you, and you can just take your foot off the brake, and then it'll take its foot off the brake when you hit the gas. So my 650 had that, and obviously the 7 Series has it, but my M6 does not have that. I guess just because it's a sports car. This car's making some weird noises, and it couldn't have been me because I only drove it fast for about 10 seconds. But yeah, big boat. It feels like I'm on a cloud. I feel like I'm floating on a cloud right now. This thing, like even the Comfort Plus in my 650 and my M6, were both not nearly as cloud comfortable as this thing is. It literally feels like I'm floating, just gliding along the road. I don't even know where I'm at right now. Oh wow, I just realized now that they gave me this thing with like less than a quarter of a tank of gas in it. That's foul. Alright, we finally got on a bit of a highway here. So the problem with this thing that I don't really like is since it is just a pure luxury car, it doesn't, when you're in sport mode, the steering, it tightens up a little bit, but it doesn't really tighten up to my liking. It tightens up not that much. It could be a little bit tighter. turn right there. Not typical for a Beamer driver. And then this guy just cut me off like as if I wasn't coming. And then this guy's, okay, people are just bugging today, man. They got mirrors. There's like these reflective things. There's one here, and then usually for most cars, there's one on each side as well. If you use those, you can typically see what's coming, like behind you. So maybe this guy in this Durango doesn't know all about that or anything, but maybe the Acura too, but they'll figure it out one of these days. See, this is one of those moments where I kind of wish I had my car, just because this Durango thinks he's gonna get something out of this. And my car's a little bit faster than this car, so. But, you know, whatever, it is what it is. My guy wants to go crazy for the video, he can. That might just be the noise of the engine. Yeah, I think that's just how the engine sounds, because they, you know, these cars, again, pure luxury, not really meant for sport. They drowned out the sound of the engine as much as possible so that you don't hear it while you're driving. So it might just be the way the engine sounds with all the noise suppression. Because it does kind of just sound like an engine, but it's a little bit weird sounding. Now, is this guy gonna get out of my way, or, yeah. Crazy. Even going kind of quick and being in sport mode, it just feels like I'm in a plane. Like I'm not. There's no bumps. You don't, like, here's a bump right here. Barely even felt it. It's like it didn't even happen. So the GoPro makes the video more stable, and then on top of that, you got the car making this video even more stable, because this thing is, like I said, an absolute, like, it's just so comfortable. Big sunroof, well, very small sunroof actually. Oh, there's another one in the back. I should have expected that. There's another sunroof in the back. Here, let's open the whole rip. Oh, that's the opposite of what I wanted. That is the total opposite of what I wanted. Oh, this guy's getting over. He's ruining my. All right, so I don't know how to. I was just yeah, that's not how that works. Trying to figure out how to get the sunroof to, oh, I gotta change that. This car's got that assistant thing where if you go out of your lane, it without the blinker on, it drives you back into the lane you came out of, or you're coming out of. It's annoying as hell. I gotta turn that off. My car's got that too, but I got it shut off. See that feature with the volume thing? It's super cool, but like, it's literally only a flex. Like if I was sitting in this car, if I owned this car and I was driving it by myself all the time, I would never use that, ever. It's so complicated for no reason. I would just whoop, whoop, you know what I'm saying? Actually, matter of fact, I use this more than anything. In my car, I use this a lot. So I would probably just use that, but you know, if I got a girl in the car, I'm gonna be like, yo, peep this. You know what I'm saying? Like, check out how I've raised my volume. Your boyfriend can't do that, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I like this thing though. Obviously, I like my car a little bit better, but it's pretty cool to have the big sized, just full luxury thing going on. Nissan thought he was doing it, but he's not. Yeah, so it's a little weird to take a turn like this when the steering is so loose, because I'm just so used to the M being tight. You know, it's super tight coming around turns like that. Let's see if I can make it in here. Made it in here. Oh, I thought he had no plates for a second. Don't cut me off. It's so crazy. I'm moving right now. I mean, it don't look, feel, or sound like it, but I'm moving. I am not going slow. shut off the, that's the thing. I don't know where any of the settings are in this car. It's a little different than my car. My car's got the buttons right down here. Yeah, that is just the engine noise for sure. Is like a limo. It's gonna look so funny parked in my driveway. I thought he was gonna be moving a little faster than that, but he's not. I should probably get out of sport mode just because I already know this thing's gas is probably going real fast. Oh. Car over there. Ah. All right, guys. So that's a little bit of cutting up in the 750, kind of a little bit of a sort of kind of big body cut up thing going. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. That's going to be pretty much it for this video. I'm very happy with the loaner car I ended up getting for my M6 being in the shop. So hopefully I'll be getting my car back soon and I'll be able to listen to music again. I appreciate you guys for tuning in and checking out this video. It's been Jaywhips. Peace out. So to keep it 100, y'all, it's crazy how bad the battery is on this thing. So I'm gonna have to get some new batteries soon, but it's already on 15%. It was 100% charged when I started this video. But I think I outroed this video already, but I just want to show you guys what the car looks like on the outside. So I'm gonna get a quick clip of that. Here's the front. Get a quick view of the car, see what I've been pushing. This is what they got me pushing right now. As you can see, as we come around the back here, you got 750i, X-Drive. Got that big embarrassing courtesy sticker on there. Yeah, it's not really embarrassing. The thing is, if you're driving a 7 Series as a courtesy vehicle, that typically means you got something something close to it. You know what I mean? The car that you're giving them to for them to give you this one, usually you have something within. I mean, the way they used to do it before all the cars, the loaner cars were such a problem, they used to give you, BMW used to give you a car within one series of the series that you had, and it always would be above. So if you had a 6, you'd either get a 6 Series or a 7. If you had a 5, you'd either get a 5 or a 6. But now they have all, you know, issues with the loaner cars, so now they just give you whatever the hell they got. But today he had a couple of cars. I told you I met up with my guy who helped me out the last couple times, and he wanted to hook me up, so he got me in the big body. I really appreciate him for that. I think I outroed this video already, but whatever. I'm gonna edit this into the end just so y'all can see the outside of the car. Big sunroof, double big sunroof. I still haven't figured out how to get that one open, but I will. I appreciate you guys for watching. Stay tuning in, drop a like, sub up if you're enjoying the content, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace out.